Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Part B solutions for the Degree 3rd SEM English mock test I have given in the previous video. So you have to answer any 4 questions from the given questions. So ninth A question, explain the poet's view of life and how it differs from conventional wisdom. So Charlotte Bronte was a 19th century English writer. She was the eldest of Bronte sisters. She was one of the women writers of the 19th century. She is well known for her realistic attitude towards everything she came across in her life. Her novel Jane Eyre is considered as a classic of Western literature. Charlotte Bronte, like some other contemporary women writers, originally published her works under a male pseudonym Courier Bell. The poem Life focuses on the realities of life. The poet reminds the readers that life is a battle between hope and despair. Charlotte Bronte has an optimistic view of life. According to the poet, her view differs from the conventional wisdom of the ancient sages. The conventional view is that this life is given by God and one has to live this life in the natural way without any artificiality. The sages of olden days describe life as a dream. They take life on this earth as dark and gloomy. However, Charlotte Bronte does not accept this opinion of the sages. She says that life is not a dream as conceived by the sages. She does accept that life is a combination of both happiness and grief. Who are sages? The wise people are called as sages. Sometimes death will take away someone very much close to us. Just like the spring season following the winter, there is a pleasant atmosphere coming after the darkness. So one should live hopefully to face a wonderful new life. The poem Life is based on the realities of life. The poet says that life is full of joy and sorrow, hope and despair. Bronte says that one should not be disheartened by the temporary setbacks in life. She stresses that one should have positive attitude in life. According to the poet, life is not a dream as claimed by the sages of the olden days. The poet urges us to look beyond the disappointments in life and appreciate the pleasures of life. As morning rain foretells a pleasant day, and as the clouds of the sky are only transient, sadness in life is also transient. Despair in life can be powerful initially, but in the long run, hope will triumph just like the blooming roses in spring. In this life, there are joyful occasions. Sometimes sorrow overpowers our hopes and joys of life. Courage in life is supported by hope, according to the poet. Courage in life brings in determination to live life hopefully. In spite of our gloomy days in life, there is joy that one enjoys eventually in the final stage of life. Ninth B. The man indulged in mad whims and wasted his time painting. From whose point of view are these terms used? What is the author's attitude towards the man and his preoccupations? This question is from the lesson The Wrong Man in the Worker's Paradise. So let us look at the answer. Rabindranath Tagore was a philosopher and educationist and a music composer and was the first Nobel Prize winner from India for literature. He was born in Kolkata in West Bengal. He was a poet, a short story writer and a novelist. Above all this, he was a great patriot. Gandhiji referred to him as Gurudev because it was Tagore who was the founder of the experimental school called Shantiniketan. In this short story, out Tagore brought out two types of people. One type of people always like to work, they have no time for leisure. There are others who like to do some artistic work like painting, sculptures, etc., and enjoy the art they are engaged in. In the beginning stage, nobody in the workers' paradise liked the wrong man who did no work. Some of them pitied the wrong man. He took the picture from the girl of the torrent and painted on it. After this, he began to be busy with painting. He won the heart of the torrent girl through his painting on the picture and his ribbons. The people too felt the importance of art. Later on, the people thought that he had mad whims and wasted his time on things which had no purpose or meaning. The inhabitants of the workers' paradise were not able to understand the purpose and intentions of art. They thought that the man was mad to paint pictures, and no one in the workers' paradise realized the importance of art. The author's intention in presenting these terms is to have a stress on the wrong man in the paradise. The art of painting and sculpture satisfies one's inner mind. The wrong man, in fact, was unhappy to stay in the workers' paradise because the people in the workers' paradise were always very busy and did not appreciate the value of arts like drawing, painting, etc. So, when he heard the elder's decision to send him out, he gathered his paints and brushes and was ready to go out. At this time, to his surprise, the girl of the torrent also declared that she was also quitting the paradise and going with the wrong man. Next question. Why was the speaker called a peculiar girl? What was peculiar about her behavior? How was she expected to behave? This question was taken from the poem Punishment in the Kindergarten. Kamala Das, though born in Kerala, spent most of her life right from her childhood in Calcutta, West Bengal. Her last days were spent in the capital of Kerala. The poem Punishment in Kindergarten is a short poem written about an incident that took place in Kamala's childhood days. In the poem, the poet describes a picnic to Victoria Gardens with her classmates and her teacher. Kamala, being an introvert, was sitting alone behind the hedges. She did not mingle with other students. Seeing this, her teacher scolded her, saying that she was a peculiar girl. In fact, a picnic is an event in which she should mingle with her classmates and enjoy. Instead, this girl, that means the poet, was sitting all alone. So her teacher scolded her. Here, peculiar means strange. Next question. What, according to Narayanan, should be the character of a Bharat brand of English and how will it acquire that character? R.K. Narayan was born in 1906 and died in 2001. He was one of the India's finest writers, a prolific writer. Narayanan wrote 60 books like novels, short stories and essays in his writing career. His writings are characterized by humor, irony and realism. Narayanan received many awards and honors. He was the recipient of Sahitya Akademi Award, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Toasted English is an interesting essay written by R.K. Narayan. In this essay, he discusses three types of English like the British English, American English and Bharat brand of English. R.K. calls the English spoken by the Indians as Bharat brand of English. His vision is that a day will come when the Indians will be able to speak Swadeshi stamp. At one time, English was limited to courts of law, administration, and higher places of learning. Nowadays, days have changed. English has now entered the social life of every citizen and is now found in all walks of life. The man in the dusty street and under the banyan trees should feel the need of English language. According to Narayanan, the Indian brand of English should have a firm grip over grammar and should bear a native stamp. Thus, RK wants a new brand of English in India. However, even after India became independent on 15th August 1947, English continued to be the administrative language of India. A day will come when the common Indian sitting under the banyan tree and walking through the dusty streets of India will speak English fluently. According to Narayanan, the Indian brand of English should have a firm grip over grammar and should bear a native stamp. Thus, R.K. Narayan wants a new brand of English in India. Next question. Describe the structure of a discursive essay. The word essay comes from the Latin language, which means to examine, try, test, or is an attempt to test one's ideas about a particular topic or subject. There are four main types of essays. They are narrative essays, descriptive essays, discursive essays or expository essays, and argumentative essays. The discursive essay involves discussion. The writer of a discursive essay should investigate idea, evaluate evidence, expound on the idea and set forth an argument concerning that idea in a clear and brief manner. The exposure of the subject can be achieved through comparisons and contrasts, definitions, examples, and by analyzing the cause and effects. The pre-writing stage of a discursive essay can be split into 3 steps. The first step is to think and brainstorm on the given topic. The second stage is jotting down the ideas derived from thinking. The third stage is making outline of the structure of the essay. Generally, the essay has 3 main paragraphs, that is introduction, body of the essay, and the conclusion of the essay. The last stage in the pre-writing level is checking. One must check if all the relevant points are included. The irrelevant points and repeated points, if any, have to be deleted. The writing stage begins with the first draft. The ideas must be written in a logical manner. The tone should be neutral and balanced. It should be written in an impersonal style. Avoid colloquial language, avoid emotional language, use reliable sources of information. Post-writing stage begins by editing the draft, especially focusing on spelling mistakes, mistakes in grammar, etc. Check for the topic sentence, cohesiveness, and also check whether all the points are covered or not. Check also the length, the style of writing, and write the final draft. The discursive essay includes the following. An introductory paragraph, it should be the one that motivates the reader to read the essay. Next, 3 paragraphs of the body of the essay, and the last one, a conclusion. It is what the reader of the essay should remember after reading the essay. The first paragraph of the discursive essay should make a clear and concise thesis statement. The body of the essay should discuss only one idea in 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph should be the conclusion paragraph. Describe the structure of an argumentative essay. This is the last question, students. Last but one question. The purpose of an argumentative essay is to persuade the reader about the writer's point of view. All sides of the argument are considered. However, one side is favored more than the others. The writer is involved and can express his personal opinion on the subject. Different points related to the subject of the essay are presented in a way that suits and supports the writer's line of argument. The structure of an argumentative essay consists of introductory paragraph, body of the essay, and conclusion, similar to the discursive essay. In the introductory paragraph, the writer may start with a general statement on the given topic, but by the end of the paragraph, the argument should be narrowed down to ensure that the topic statement is in line with the writer's position. In the body of the essay, the pros and cons of the given topic can be written. Linkers or connectives can be used in the paragraph so that a smooth transition of ideas can be effected. Conclusion should be logical and effective. The writer's tone should remain logical and balanced. The writer should not use an emotional or personal tone except for expressing individual opinion or clarifying the stand taken. The last question. Oh, why lament its fall? Whose fall is the poet referring to? Why does she ask us not to lament its fall? This is again from the poem Life. Charlotte Bronte, a famous woman writer of the 19th century, has to her credit a number of poems, and Life is one of those poems. She has a totally different view of life when compared to the sages of olden days. Bronte compares life to the roses that get dried up and fall down. Prior to their fall, these roses looked beautiful and the onlookers enjoyed their beauty. The morning rain refreshed them before their fall. The poet asks the readers not to cry over their fall because again a new rose will blossom. Sometimes the very next day she says that similar is the case of despair and hope. According to Charlotte Bronte, it is natural for a flower to live for a few days and give happiness to the viewers and fall. Since a new blossom appears again, in the rose plant, the viewers enjoy watching it. This applies to life as well. Happy days may last for a few days and disappear again. After some time, the same happy days will return. So one need not cry or lament if rain makes the roses bloom, summer makes it wither and fall. Thanks for watching. All the best for your examination. Do well in your examination. Let's meet up in the next video.